What's going on today, guys? I wanted to make a few little changes and upgrades to my first Space Marine that I've ever painted. And we're going to go to my first Tyranid that I'm going to ever paint. And I'm going to have it stabbing the Tyranid, the Space Marine, of course. And hopefully I'll get a second one done, and I want the Space Marine to also be shooting another one. So we'll see how it goes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's have fun today, guys. Alright, so we're going to get into it. We're going to crack this thing open, you know what I'm saying? Go from there. Crack this fresh box open of Tyranids. Alright. Bases. Pretty big base. So what I'm doing is just making sure they fit first in the right spots. That's exactly where I want them. Before I stick them completely in, glue them, and start cutting, I'll kind of piece it together, and we'll go from there. All right. So it's not glued together yet, but that big hole right there, we're actually going to leave it because I think it'd be the perfect start and entry for the Space Marine sword to stab right through it. Originally, I wanted to stab through its torso and go all the way through, but I just didn't. The way the body's moving like this towards it on the inside, I think it's perfect the way it's already going. I think that's sweet. And then we can have another one approaching it and having its face blown off. We'll see how it goes with just the first one, see how long it takes. But I'm going to go prime this, and we'll be right back. Alright, and now while that is being dried for the prime, we're going to get this nice big board right here. This was like from insulation. Not insulation, what is it called? Drywall. We're getting ready for drywall installation, whatever it was. Picked it up, this was $8 at Lowe's, and we're going to cut it for our base, and we'll see what we can do out of it. So I figured out where exactly I want them, and I'm just marking... Whoops. I'm just marking out with a brown marker. Get like a little, almost like a little preview on how it's going to be. That's probably what I want to be going for. Something like that. Alright, I'm going to do a base of bone wraith right here. Or wraith bone, I should say. Sorry about that. I'm going to water it down, and we're going to go from there. Like, I'm not trying to be real neat with this at all for right now. It'll be a little messy, and then I'll start getting neater as I progress on. But I'm really just trying to get on the base paint on there, because I'm about to make an absolute mess right now. I don't know what's there, either to paint it first, just like for a base, so I get my idea where I'm going, and then start cutting into it. But I think I'll just do this base first, just so I can tell where everything is, and I can get a sense of anatomy still. But I'm going to put this base layer on, and we'll go from there. Alright, I don't have a hand drill, but I have a drill and, you know, a couple bits I use for my projects here at home. So I'm going to be using this. Oh, well, I went through pretty easily. Alright. Try to make the hole just a little bigger so I can be able to fit the sword through. And we'll see how well it works out. Because that's the goal. That's the goal right there. Alright. Get back to you once it's all done cut up. Finally got the hole big enough and the channel cut through on both sides. There's the V and there's the channel. Alright, now all you gotta do is fit this in there. There we go. Sorry you couldn't see that, but that is what I am going for right there. Look at that. That's freaking badass, huh? That's cool. Alright. Now let's figure out everything else. Alright, to start out, we're going to go with this shade of violet right here. Just going to plot it on there. Alright, while the Tyranid is drying from the shade of vermilion, I'm going to be painting the base right now, and these are the 4 colors I mixed, just regular basic acrylic paints because I don't know how these paints are going to react to this. So I'm just going to use regular acrylics. Alright, so I completely messed up the base. And I'm going to try to fix it. So what I just did was just put a bunch of glue on top of it and sand, and hopefully it works. And back to the Tyranid. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to use this Exorus purple stuff. Alright, and then for the highlights, I don't have ivory, so I'm going to be mixing these two so I can get a little balance between them so it's not as bright. And now I'm just painting the hooves nice and black right here. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm making different like streaks and dots and different effects. All I'm doing is getting a little glob and just dragging the glob across. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. And alright, so I 120 million% messed this up. I screwed up the build, man. You can tell right there. It's messy work. Cutting the sword off was one of my biggest mistakes I've made. Now it's a lesson that I gotta deal with and try to fix. So what I gotta do now is try to wait till this is all glued, cut the hilt off, re-angle the hilt, at least try to, or work some magic. Alright, new plan. I'm using the glue stand thing as a little prop up. This is why I actually need a pair of helping hands. I can't believe it. But I'm using the hot glue like wire cables. So I'm gluing them and I'm sticking them onto the Space Marine. And I'm hoping it's gonna work like wire cables because I'm about to lose it. I'm literally about to lose it. Running out of options right now, and I'm probably gonna have to put this up as a failure. That I failed this. My cool idea, but man, have I learned a big lesson. So this is what I got so far, and I think it looks so cool, man. But I messed it up, and you can see that. But that was my idea to hopefully try to keep it. But homeboy doesn't have a hand no more. That thing is gone, chalked. Leave this overnight right now, and coming back in the morning and see how it is from there. But and I'm probably gonna call it after that and try to learn my lesson in model making and putting two kits together and try to make something really cool like this. And top heavy, but I learned my lesson. Probably just gonna get a metal rod and stick it in there. I'm gonna cut it from the start, stick a metal rod, drill it. If this doesn't work, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so it's the next morning and I glued two more pieces, I think three more pieces to the Tyranid to help support its weight. So I just pretty much, it's just hot glue that I used to support just like a bridge, and underneath as well, glued it along his hand and glued it all the way down to his feet. Then this one was the most crucial one right here. So it's glued right here on the sword, and then glued also right on the back of his cape. So I'm going to have to mute that so it's not as shiny as that, at least that portion, or I can and make some more blood, but we'll see. But the top of it's looking good. I'm going to have to repaint everything in green because alien shouldn't be red, should be green. Figure that out. But and I finally got a little holder today because I kept dropping it, not getting good grip. But let's get back to it. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on first so I can get like a nice base so it can make a really good bond to the whatchamacallit, the glue. It's gonna do a nice light little coat so it can still have the gloss too when I paint over it, because I really want it really glossy. And we'll get this done. Alright, now while this right here is drying, we're going to be working on the base a little more. I did this last night, just put some regular, you could use Elmer's glue or whatever glue you have, just regular ass glue, because it dries clear. And I put a little dabs of glue with some little grass. I'm going to put some different colors. What color? Alright, these are the two colors of grass I got. There we go. Stick some glue there. Stick a nice big old piece right there. No, earlier I made cuts and everything in the front of it, thinking I was going to use them, and ended up not even using them. So kind of felt like a waste of doing that. So if you like me, don't make rookie mistakes. I think that's good. I think that looks lively. If you guys want me to make another Tyrannid having its face blown off right here, because I'm not going to have time in this video and be able to post it today. So if you want to let me know, if you want that, please let me know down in the comments below. Alright, and then these are the greens that we're going to be using today. Make it real nice. It's going to be a mixture of all of them. Well, this is, yeah, it's green. Mixture of all of them, maybe a little hint of yellow. We'll see what I need. For the first one, let's go with, I want to do the glow first, do the light to dark, and then the light back on top. I know it's a little weird, but that's the way I want to do it. Alright, so we got our first little base layer on of the green, and I think it looks absolutely freaking sweet. What I want to do right now is get some glue and fill in the rest of those little cracks and make them gloopy. And I really want to put the color on first for the base to see exactly where I'm missing, where the dark spots are. And you can tell gaps too. And I just want to make it look a little better. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, color number 2. Alright, now it's all dried. We're going to hit it with this green. Okay, I just got done putting 2 coats of the green of what is that? Of the moot green, and now I'm going to move over to a little darker tone. This bad boy right here. We're gonna add 2 coats of this now, and we'll be right back. Alright, I think I got the look I'm going for. I got the dark spots in there, and then now we're gonna go back with the brighter one, and then we'll make it really glossy. And I think hopefully it should be done. We can glue it to the base. Alright, I'm gonna add on the gloss and see how it looks from there, and I'll add more paint if needed. Add one more coat of this bad stuff right here, just to get a nice last finishing touches, and then probably hit it with one more. And I think it'll be good, and then we'll glue it to the base. Alright, so we're pretty much done, but I need to add some blue back into the blade so you can at least tell where the blade is. You can't even see. So I'm going to add just, because you can't even tell that this is the blade right here. You can't even tell. So I'm going to try to repaint it as much as I can. There. That's all I need to do is just make it a little blue. You tell the sword's there. Cool beans. Alright, base time. So all I'm gonna do really is dump an absolute crap ton of glue right here. Your regular white glue, Elmer's glue. Put sand on there and wait for it to dry. And hopefully it comes out okay. And then after that, I'm gonna add some skulls to it. Alright, step 1, ass load of glue. Applied. This, stick right here. Nice and goopy. 2, bunch of sand. We'll be right back after these messages. Alright, and we're back. There we go. Get a better look at this thing right here. That's what we got for the base. And I think I'm gonna call it there.